was a very closely guarded secret that he was coming to Australia, but when it was announced, his book was almost done on the same day.
You know, the lads have a bit of a joke in the office that American Pharoah filled out quicker than an Adele concert. We announced him in the morning, and at lunchtime we had to close his book. It was oversubscribed. You know, the top breeders in the country signed up to him. The mares that are signed up for American Pharoah, he's got the who's who on his book, and why shouldn't he? He's, after what he's done, and you know, you see him today, and he's a truly special horse. He's very good looking. He ticks all the boxes, and that's why the people want to use him.
Everybody talks about his Triple Crown season, but it was more than that because he was champion 2-year-old as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a fantastic 2-year-old. He was champion at 2 and 3, and you know, that's what the Australian industry wants, is a sire that can produce a 2-year-old.
But American Pharoah, the son of Pioneer of the Nile, has absolutely annihilated them in the Del Mar Futurity. American Pharoah rules the Derby!
As a 3-year-old, came back and won the Arkansas Derby, and then the Triple Crown. It was in very trying conditions, all 3 races.
Yeah, it hadn't been done for 37 years, and he answered everyone in spectacular fashion.
And here it is, the 37-year wait is over. American Pharoah has won the Triple Crown!
Your father could have sent this horse anywhere in the world, but he elected to send him here to Australia.
Dad has a huge belief in Australia, in the breeding industry, in the racing industry. It's what's going on here is really special. What we're seeing, the excitement that's being caused in the Australian racing and breeding industry, you know, it's the world is envious of that, and we want to be a part of it. You know, we're here and we want to make sure that the best horses we have all over the world, you know, at stud, we want to stand them in Australia.
Bob Baffert was quoted as saying he ran on heavy ground, fast ground, synthetic tracks, and if you had to run him on turf, it wouldn't be an issue. Do you believe that?
100%. You know, I spoke to Bob in America, and he, you know, I said that one thing, you know, that people will ask in Australia is, you know, he's a dirt horse, he didn't run on turf. And as Bob just said, listen, could you only imagine what he would have done if he did run on turf?
You know, we're right on the cusp of the breeding season here. Has he gone through quarantine and settled in well here at Coolmore?
It was a big trip for American Pharoah, you know, to come from Kentucky to here. He took it in his stride. He looks fantastic, but that's all reflective in his temperament. It's very exciting for us to have him here, because in America you had him, and in Europe you had Frankel, in Australia you had Black Caviar. So, you know, to have one of the 3 as a stallion in the backyard here, the future's pretty bright.